Hello everybody and welcome to my playthrough and showcase of Quake VR. This is version 002 and what I'm going to do in this video series is try to play the game in nightmare mode from beginning to end and see how far I get. So I've had very good reception so far with the mod. Thank you for downloading it, thank you for playing it and for giving suggestions. If you haven't noticed, today I released a new version, and what I did in this new version was basically improve a little bit the collision between the hands and the wall. As you can see here, is way more natural and feels better. It doesn't slide around as much. And I also added a few extra interesting features. I added a room scale jump, so now you can jump in real life and the game will jump with you, which is quite cool. I haven't seen this used in any game yet, but it works quite well. And I've also had a lot of options to the menu. If you look here, you can now tweak stuff like the jump threshold, calibrate your height, change the multiplier of melee damage and range, enable body item interactions. If you don't want to pick stuff up with your hands, you can now just walk over the object and stuff like that. Finally, you can also change the speed and the multiplier for the speed button. Now this is interesting. I've also added support for the Steam VR rebinding API. So if you go into your Steam VR dashboard, you can now rebind all the buttons to whatever you want, and it should be allow you to create presets for your controllers, especially if you don't use index controllers. So that's pretty useful for people using other HMDs. Cool. That's pretty much it for the sales pitch. Now let's get into the game and let's see how far I can get. Okay, I just restarted and I'm facing my direction from the play area. So what I'm going to do now is try to jump the new room scale jump, and worked quite well. And what I'm going to do now is activate nightmare mode. I'm also going to try not to use the rotation as much. I want to try to play this as much by moving my body as possible. It seems more fun. So if I recall correctly, to activate nightmare mode, you have to basically go in here, go down in this corner, and then you will swim down and land on this beam, and then you can go here. You have to shoot this or that for something at the end, I can't really remember, and then you just jump through the portal. Cool. Now I'll start from the first episode and let's see how this goes. This is one of the games I used to play a lot as a child, and I find it really immersive in VR actually. I'm honestly not bothered by the low graphic resolution and stuff like that as much. I just feel like as long as I have a high refresh rate and the game feels nice, I don't really mind. I feel immersed, so that's the most important thing for me. Start by killing this guy, jumping up here, opening this with a punch. So that's the first secret area. One thing I love about Quake is like the crazy amount of secrets and cool things to find in every level. I'm gonna try to play around with iron sights and snipe this guy from here. Oh, I failed to jump. So I'm gonna try again. So if you hear beeping noises, that's just my chaperone alert. Now I can press the button with my hand and it feels quite nice. Now I'm gonna kill some of these guys. Another thing that people suggested is like, why are your weapons one-handed? So it was pretty difficult for me to make the weapons feel good because the Quake engine is really old, and trying to make it work with VR nicely was kind of a pain in the ass. I could try and implement two-handed weapons. It will take a lot of time and work because I'm not that great with like 3D maths, so I will have to do a lot of trial and error. But honestly, every game that I played in VR so far, I don't really enjoy using two-handed weapons a lot. It feels always weird because you don't really have a stock, so it's hard to aim and it feels unnatural. I prefer one-handed weapons in general, and I like using the other hand like this as a support when I'm aiming. So I'm not really a big fan of two-handed weapons, but I might try implementing them. So this is another secret over here. Can get mega health. And go back up. I also have a twist indicator on the bottom of my on my floor, so sometimes I'll just look down and untangle my wire. So the quick melee attacks are quite useful to save ammunition. There's another secret over here. Gives you a quad damage. There's a guy behind here. I can probably just snipe him like this. Yep. Power of VR. I mean, just cheating. And there's another secret over here. Just shoot that thing. And there's a double barrel shotgun over here. So this is my least favorite model. It was one of the first ones I made. I mean, I like, you know, the ring-based iron sight. I think it looks cool, but the handle is not that pretty, and it doesn't give you a sense of scale. Like, there's a big shotgun. It feels like more a son-of shotgun, but it does the job, I guess. See, even in an old game, I really feel it immersive, like looking over the ledge and shooting people like this. It's quite nice. I feel like you don't need, you know, super HD graphics or anything to make a game feel immersive. You just need like good controls and 3D environments and good locomotion options. And beating the hell out of the dogs is like the best part. Just because they're evil. I love dogs usually. So I think there's another secret here, but I don't remember how to get it. However, there's like this biosuit here, so I guess you're supposed to go down in here and swim. Oh yes, I remember now. If you go all the way through here, there should be another secret area. Yeah. Oh, crap. I missed the armor. Fine, I'm not going back to get it. I don't need armor. I'm good. Just make the game even more tough for myself. I'm also one of the lucky people that gets absolutely no sickness in VR. So I can just play any kind of weird game that spins me or does crazy stuff. I just feel fine usually. Okay, and that was E1M1. See, I still missed the secret. I'm not sure what I missed, but I don't know. Guess my Quake knowledge wasn't that good after all. Let's go on to E1M2. Okay, so here we are. How do we take these guys out efficiently? Probably like this. Wasn't great. I ate some grenades, but fortunately there's health over here. And there's some nails over here. So I'm also using a button to jump. I'm not just gonna jump around all day. It is fun, but I want to save some energy for the gym later. Another thing I did in this mod was like make all the weapons more precise. Not to make the game easier, but it just encourages, you know, aiming with iron sights more, and it feels more fun that way. Otherwise you would just, you know, rely on the spread of the shotgun and never aim for the iron sights. This changes the gameplay a little bit, but I like it. I don't really mind. No, I failed the jump, which is fine because there's a secret over here somewhere. Not this one. Where's the guy? Also really like the wrist status bar. It feels nice to, you know, not have it in my face all the time, but being able to see it quickly when I want to. Oh my god. I want to get that armor. I also like picking up items with my hands. It feels slightly more immersive, even though it's a little bit annoying at times, but... Ooh. Hello? But I do like, you know, being able to reach and grab backpacks and stuff like that. Other thing I was thinking about is, you know, punching enemies in the face is quite fun, but it's very risky and it doesn't give you any reward. So maybe something like glory kills a la Doom might help here. You know, maybe just drop some extra ammo or some health when you kill enemies with punches. That would be a nice incentive for people to, you know, just get up close and personal. So I'll consider that as well. Another thing is like the way that most Quake enemies are programmed. Like even if you get close and you punch them quickly, they will still get one hit in, so that's quite annoying. So another thing I might want to do is like check the way they are programmed and change the way they attack at close range, give you a little bit of extra time to deal with them. So down here there's another secret right here. So I don't think like I know all the secrets, I just know the secrets in the first levels because those are the ones I play the most. But yeah, all Quake levels are full of very cool secrets. I also made it so that like buttons on the walls, you need to use your hands to press them, but the ones on the floor you can just step on them, so you don't have to like crouch down and press them, which is quite annoying. That was risky. I'm dying. I'm not gonna take the teleporter. I mean the slip gate. I'm not a pussy. Where's the other one? It feels really cool to see one of them jumping in your face. Whew. It's like playing Beat Saber. And that's E1M2. I just got one secret, not that great, but not too hard so far. On to E1 M3.